imagined it would be a bit more impressive. With pipes, we actually have a chance of restoring the water supply to the whole area. Better than nothing, I suppose.
It's another Thursday, and last time we did a lot of road repairs and a lot of road construction in general. We also made an infrastructure route, and today we are gonna, first of all, we're gonna look for some toy trucks. Before we actually go start looking for toy trucks, we will start off with looking for, no, not looking, we'll be purchasing a new truck, a truck with a crane, and we will be using that to collect the toys. After that, let's have a look at the objectives. We will focus on recovering the construction depot. Then afterwards, I can see on the map that we need to build a road here. And then we also, wasn't there another place where we needed to build a road? Or have I completely misunderstood? I might have misunderstood. So that's the road there. And then we just basically need to explore, what did they say was called? The concrete plant. So we might actually be doing the concrete plan before we build the road down here. That is mainly because I think there's a toy truck right around this area. And when we're already there, why not just scout these areas so those are unlocked? And then of course we need to pick up this and deliver it here so we unlock the construction depot. But I'll put up the notes and let's get cracking. But before we start cracking too much, let's have a look at our garage, because I think it's time. 29,500. How is the stability compared to? So this is 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. And mobility about the same, and so goes for the weight. So I don't see any reason why postponing it. Now let's also Craft has, with the new update, created so we can sell rusty vehicles. That's quite nice. Not for a lot. So I think this one is around 20k new. Oh, this is the dump truck. This one is around 20k, so we can sell it for 4.5. So not much, but it's still something. And also the main reason why I think it's nice is because then we can remove them from our garage. It's just clutter in the end. So let's have a look at this one. It looks quite nice. So it has bigger tires, of course, also a bit more torque, and you know, probably also fix this other crane is a bit faster, depending on if it's the same. Caution, may open. And you need to stay 10 to 15 meters behind, just for, you know, safe distance. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. Let's see how it drives. Alright, the steering feels quite nice. Also the cargo bed looks amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna try and go a bit off-road here just to see how, if it has a tendency to flip over. Doesn't really seem like it. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this one. Definitely. So you see the White House over there. I think that is the place we need to go to get one of our cranes. So let's put it to the test. So I know a mule definitely cannot handle this. So toggle the anchors. So the crane seems about the same length as the mule. Okay. I'm actually quite impressed. To a somewhat degree. Alright. I think we're gonna be happy with this one. And there it is. So if I want to go over stuff like this, yeah, didn't really pass that test, but for general use, I'm actually quite pleased. I think this is a purchase we'll be very happy about. Also, it feels very fast. And the steering too, quite good. Whoa, that was bumpy road. So, what I think I'll do is I'll go grab the object that we need to deliver, and then get it delivered, because I think we need to go in that direction to both get the last tow truck. I think there's only 4 on the map. No, I'm sorry, there's 5 on the map. We already got 3. So now I'll be going to the South Tower. Just in case you guys want to know too. This is the location for the 3rd toy truck. And I think that the 4th one should be around here. And I think we spotted it right there. So let's go to that one. There we go. 4 out of 5. So we just need one more. And let's remove the marker there. No need for us to keep looking at that. We already got enough markers. Let's keep the ones that are important. So the route I'm going now is going to the Beams facility and taking our new road to the pipe, grabbing both the toys up there, and then we will be going up, scouting the new area, and also grabbing the last toy on the way. Before we go up to the new scouting area, I will also be picking up the generator, I think the object is. Would make sense that they need power of some sort, so... Also, let's just admire how beautiful this road is. It's not perfect, never said it was, but it's definitely nice. Definitely saving us some time not going all the way around. Alright, we got 4 trucks in our single truck, which is nice. So I really hope that we can have the generator and the toys here in the same, because it just hit me that it might actually be quite large. But we'll see. It might not be bad, but let's have a look. Oh, it's definitely big. Oh no. Okay. We might need to rethink. And that is a lot of concrete. Okay. Well, let me just try this and see if it works. Because maybe... maybe we can put it here. Snug like a glove. And secure too. Alright. So I'll just put a marker here where the concrete is, just so we don't forget it. Might be doing this, and let's do blue for concrete. That's actually more of a grey color, so let's use light blue. Alright, not that it made any difference, but so in about 200 meters we should be at the delivery spot, so...
Great work. Now we have our very own supply depot.
I thought she said people. I was like, supply people. But... Alright, so let's read what it does here. You can sell rubble, highlighted in yellow. We can also deposit rubble into the yellow area to sell. Not to store, but to sell. And then we can purchase resources in the green area. Alright. And I would assume Yeah, the green area is over there, and the yellow one is here. Okay, so we can purchase all these resources if we are in a pickle. But we are well calculated and prepared, so we will never be in a pickle. But it's nice to know we have the option should the pickle occur. Alright. So next up, I assume we need to go up here. Okay. Do we have any bridges unlocked? Not yet. Maybe if we drive fast enough over here, maybe that'll solve the problem. But we might need to go the other way around. Not that I think it's a problem when I look at the map here. Yeah, there might be a way around where we can get the truck, the toy first, and then we can explore the area afterwards. So let's just drive straight down here. Well, the obvious choice would be to go in here. Is this part where we need... Okay, so now more of the map has been revealed. Alright, so we need to go into... And so we should be... I don't know how tall this rock is. If we can... I actually think I have an idea. If we're not getting stuck in mud. I'll get back to that idea afterwards. I will just need to see if I can find the toy truck. Was that a little homebrew bridge? It definitely appears so. Okay, even the truck handles those pretty good. That's nice. Yeah, we're going a bit off-road here. I actually have no idea if I'm on the right track. So, from what I understood, it should be out here in the water. I would probably assume it's on here. Yeah, right there. Do you think it's deep? Because I would hate to lose the other trucks or toys. But I think actually we're quite good. There we go. We collected all 5. I swear the tree was like that when I first got here. I didn't do anything to it. So I have no idea if I'm driving the right or wrong way right now. Definitely the wrong one. And let me just put a marker here. Was it the complete opposite direction? So that's the tree over there. It's not that bad, but it does look like we need to... I see the wooden bridge, and then we should be on track afterwards. Hopefully. Because water like this can be extremely deep. Not that it appears to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if the developers made it very deep. So regarding my theory, I think we might be able to move some of the train wagons using our nifty little cargo crane here. Now I'm not basing it on anything I've seen so far, except for somebody on Reddit posting a video of them doing it. And I think it was because of the wagons being blue. That means that you are actually able to move them. So I'd like to test it out. Because it would be quite nice if we could open up a way into the plant. Like here, creating a road like that. It would also be nice doing a bridge, but at the moment we don't have them unlocked. So first of all, I'll try without the anchors. I think the person was right. So if we do this, then we should basically just be able to... Oh, let me just toggle the anchors. There we go. Alright, I would say that mission was successful. So, should we just be able to drive down here? I think so. It will definitely make it a lot easier for us when we need to get concrete slabs. So the first thing we needed to explore was this. And then we go over here. Just a hunch, but I think we might be having to move some containers around. Just a hunch, based on the many containers stored there. Also, a thing that I noticed, when I go into this game, it says that I have a playtime of 1.9 hours. I even think there's, if I look at all the content that I have on YouTube at this point, there's more hours than that being played, but...
Okay, I think we've seen enough for now. It will take some time and effort to bring it back up, but this concrete plant could still work. Great job investigating. Most of the time I believed in you. Just being honest. Exactly as we thought. No power, and we can't run a plant like that. To lay a new cable, we'll need to clear out some trees first. Luckily, my database shows there's a harvester in the sawmill's garage. I think you know what to do. Drive over there and see if that harvester is still working. But of course you can't run a plant with a damaged water supply pipe either. So, once you get there, you'll want to clear the driveways for the trucks and repair the water pipe.
Sounds like we are gonna be a lumberjack today. Very exciting. But I think that I promised you guys first. Did we unlock bridges? No. Alright. But I think that I promised was to get to the construction depot and sell the toys. Before that, I think we should basically just get to this area. We'll drive right past it. Would be stupid otherwise. Would it? You know what? Let's save that objective till after we sold the toy trucks. So we don't get confused or overwhelmed. So now we're basically just heading our way back. Oh yeah, that seems like a big hole. And a thing that I would like to test out for you guys too. I think you can move it by just hitting it. Yeah, that would have been way faster, but... And of course I had to pull it a bit back. There we go. And then we should be able to just go around here. Very nice. Just a reminder, we need to clear some stumps here. And we'll definitely need to pour some sand over that mud. But that'll be a task for later. Now, let's get these sold. So the way you sell items, drive into this area and remember to unstrap. And there we go, we can sell it all for 50k. 15,000 each. Well, my math is not adding up. Because it should be 15. Oh well. I guess it's only 10. There we go. We are at 65,000. And what I'm thinking I would like to do, look at our fleet. So there's some of the vehicles that I would like to, especially now that we start building more roads, we need to do it down here. There's probably some other places. One we talked about, the sawmill here. So I would like to get those fixed up so we don't use the rusty ones. So the first one that comes to mind is the dozer here. I think we should just sell it. There we go. And before we run out of money. So that's 19,000. I'm okay with that. What is the next one? Then there's the roller. Yeah. Here I sold. And you will be upgraded to pink version now. So we have about almost 40k left. Let's think a little bit ahead. So the paver would be nice, no doubt. The semi here would also be very nice. We can basically just load it up. But with the mule and the new truck, I think we're fine. I think we're fine for now. Oh, this one looks nice. So there's of course this one. I would basically just purchase it because it's new, and also it has this European truck look. Also, we could be thinking about the light equipment transporter, but I think we're probably gonna, unless of course we want a new scout vehicle. That might be something to consider as well. Which means that we could get the Humvee here. It is quite nice. It doesn't weigh a lot. It has high mobility. Let's just compare it to the one that we have, which is the Thunder 2321. 4341. Should we do it, guys? I think we should. This one looks fairly nice. The interior, wow. Okay. And the interior here kind of looks like my grandfather used to have this old Mercedes, and it had kind of the same interior, this brown stuff, which more felt like wood, to be honest. But it's also many years ago. Also, you can have like a big Yeti cooler here on the back for keeping all your beverages cold while you drive. So, let's have a look at our to-do list and see what needs to be done. So, we do have 2 main objectives here, and we have 1 side objective. I think we should focus on the side objective first. So here we need to do 2 things. We need to set up a route from the Highland Base garage to the transit point. And it's basically 2 jobs. We need to build a road here, and then a infrastructure route to the transit point. Then we have 2 main objectives. The first one, right up here, we need to grab the tree harvester. And then we need to prepare the concrete area. So first of all, we need to clear the area of objects. I would assume that that's those 2. And then we need to replace a pipe. And where would this broken pipe be? Right there. Okay. So, before we go up here, we need to bring 1 pipe, because otherwise it's a long drive. But so that is basically what we need to do. Should be quite straightforward. I'll be moving the fleet, so I'll be bringing the mobile base down there, and then I'll see you guys when everything is ready for construction.
Great work. Now, all we need to do is fix up the plant's power supply. You'll want to use the harvester to cut down the trees around the transformer station. Besides, we need the logs. And killing 2 birds with 1 stone is the environmentally responsible thing to do, figuratively speaking.
It would seem that it's coming to an end, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it just as much as I did. We did some great stuff today, and I really hope that I'll see you again next week. But until then, if you liked it, press the like button, and if you really want to see more, you can always subscribe. Otherwise, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens next week. I think something big might be happening, so see you guys.